no, they are abusing it. Now, Apia Kubi and status are abusing. They have abused the court for a long time. Now, there's one thing. Say, court, they decided, say, because they want to give Chairman Wontumi the opportunity to, at the end of the day, defend himself. Now, court, and she say, abusing the area too much, There are other legal brains. There are other people in court. There are other people who are also facing the criminal trials. They are taking note of the court's generosity. They have the right to express themselves, defend themselves. The more you become generous, the more you do what? The more you create room for the court to be abused in the future. And that is what I have seen over in fact, since Chairman Wontumi case started here, the council and our lawyers of Chairman Wontumi from Apia Kubi, Ebesi Atachi, they have seen abusing the court, because the court allowed them to do that, Apia Kubi cry free hono, Chairman Wontumi Ekofa Atachi, and he also wants to do that. And that is dangerous for a Ghana's court.
Out of West Science Shabium, Kevin Taylor about drop a hot bomb baby concerning Chairman Wontumi, the court case ni the way Sifako. Ye never kaya na court case no lawyer bakunsem. Andy Apia Kubi. And Andy Apia Kubi ka say Wontumi into a Chairman Wontumi case no so. Man draw letter they call court. Now after Andy Apia Kubi letter they call court no, ni Chairman Wontumi new lawyer wa buy into the scene. Lawyer Atachia. Now lawyer Atachia ababe hold the case no. Kevin Taylor say, or she the way Chairman Wontumi case no corner. As a Chairman Wontumi in the lawyers no, they want to find a way to escape a judgment. Out of all, me no be just nimu. Kevin Taylor say, as a court no, man crofo way more room to run to escape judgment. Na Kevin Taylor utie ni nkomo dia, and there say Andy Apia Kubi ko kase and the witness ba, no the witness ba, no more postpone ya dia no. There's a low key, they are finding ways and means to make sure say case no ebe one way or the other acquire as a Chairman Wontumi escape. In fact, Kevin Taylor babe din komona and some of the other to join easy. And the teach him say Chairman Wontumi any lawyers need play game be on the Ghana court. Now it's about timer. Ghana judges no memu mweni ada ho. And he said na gra grossa na wa escape can you saying sentence no. Me pese be ti nkomo no na adofo kire wa adwen fama me e wo comment no. This according to Kevin Taylor. The reason why it here all teach mu sa no or ma reason why utie nsem more can so to mu say he is on track. And there omo the story way back no China story na dani o share story in there kwa I hear something which is there maybe say be tie nkomo no na wo so kire wadwen from me e wo comment no.
Wontumi Samurai Boy trial. Wontumi's lawyer Samuel Atachia has urged the High Court to defer judgment beyond 3rd July 2026. Now, citing the registry's failure to furnish him with the record of proceedings needed to file his written submission by the court ordered deadline of 23rd of June. Now, last week, Atachia said, they say, the new lawyer, Emma Chairman Wontumi. Now, Sisiano, or no, I catch record to say, even though court, a catcher and say, Onko jinkrata na proceeding documents na on study. In fact, nanka was a court on the 17th of this month and I just think on a written submission be a free the defense counsel ho. But because Chairman Wontumi ebe catch the court to say ono Chairman Wontumi no oni appear could be any maybe because appear could be jimmy no. The court actually said say even though any rem say or say appear could be back court ebe catch and say oni Chairman Wontumi nyejuma because on the rented Chairman Wontumi and also or high or this is ordinance or render the services Chairman Wontumi into see and on the Chairman Wontumi nyejuma be ma the court has nothing to do with it. But the court out of respect for Apia Kubi and also not to look like they are preventing Apia Kubi from explaining himself why he's not a counsel for Chairman Wontumi. The learned judge actually listened to Apia Kubi's vague statement in court. We are not the was okay. So Chairman Wontumi akofa a lawyer for Atachia. What she said, I want to rule him say. A year from the 17th, we move the 23rd. Now, a year Atachia or the new lawyer for Chairman Wontumi on to making sure send a written statement or their back. Now, remember, judge in that day or a ruling be. Now, ruling here very important. The reason why the ruling is very important to Ochina Court or Moko any Chairman Wontumi judgment and say judge ruling, she was specific on some things. She was basically emphasizing on nyamebia and to me affected the 3rd of July, a year next month, a year ruling. Into those and all that ruling is very important. I will say, yejina adwene ekosi. Obeka Saturday na Sunday, Kevin Ekas has because something might happen in court. And when I say something might happen in court, and I say meaning BBC, but I'm trying to let you understand what Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyers they are trying to do. I want you to understand what they are doing and why court is supposed to be very careful dealing with Chairman Wontumi and the lawyers, because the abuse of the court by Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyers from day one, it has been there. But the court, for some reason, I'm Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyers too much room. And my fear is that at a point, sir, abuse here, Chairman Wontumi and then the legal team, abuse the court, it will set a bad precedent. Some lawyers in the future might capitalize on the court's generosity. You see, the court, Samurai Boy case, criminal case, I believe the court has been very generous. And when I say very generous, there are so many things that I can say court, in Isanka or more money secret during the trial. But for some reason, the judge on the case decided to give the accused all the opportunities to exhaust every opportunity. Send a beya. Obinko jina bebinka say na me call court and actually Wontumi the lawyers because you call court there were some things that were not in our favor and a court I believe the court has been very generous, but the generosity in a court show Chairman Wontumi the lawyers they are abusing it. Now appear could be the status are abusing they have abused the court for a long time. Now there's one thing say court they decided say because they want to give Chairman Wontumi the opportunity to, at the end of the day, defend himself. Now, court, and she say abusing the area too much. There are other legal brains. There are other people in court. There are other people who are also facing the criminal trials. They are taking note of the court's generosity. When it comes to legal matters, there's nothing like generosity. The law is the law. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The law is the law. That's why when people go to court, when lawyers go to court, they use acts. They basically base every statement they make on a precedent, on facts, because court is not a place to speculate. Now, the moment you give people the room to abuse the court, even you being generous, you are creating another avenue or window for somebody to also abuse the court. And sometimes in court, or because judge way there, judge way on judge way, because the reason is that the moment you try to be generous, not biased or trying to allow somebody to walk free, the moment you try to let people feel like they also have the right to express themselves, defend themselves, the more you become generous, the more you do what? The more you create room for the court to be abused in the future. And that is what I have seen over in fact, since Chairman Wontumi case started here, the council and our lawyers of Chairman Wontumi from Apia Kubi, ABC Atachi, they have seen abusing the court, because the court allowed them to do that, Apia Kubi cry free hono, Chairman Wontumi Ekofa Atachi, and he also wants to do that. And that is dangerous for Ghana's court. It's dangerous for the judiciary. It is dangerous because other people are watching, other lawyers are watching. Now, there are two things you need to look out here. Or see a judge ruling before Atachia was brought in as the lawyer. And secondly, how Chairman Wontumi, your static case way, criminal case way, na appear could be any lawyer, how they have abused the court to this point. Now, my main show idea. Recently, Ohona Atachia ever grantee interview. Right now, Atachia is the lawyer. Emma Chairman Wontumi. Team, stay with me. Sorry. Atachia ever grantee interview, Atachia said, Samurai Boy case, 6 weeks will be enough for me to prepare my written statement. As we sit here, Atachia is going to go to court tomorrow and ask for 6 weeks. Almost 2 months. That is 6 weeks. 1 month, 2 weeks. Ninyana say, or see obeko court or chira no pleading with the judge and say, oh man is 6 weeks. Now on fan study case from day one. Court omko day 1, day 2, day 3. All the documents that were shared in court, case management period, a year witnesses statement, or say, judge na man 6 weeks na on to me fan study nina and reading nina. But remember, say a man is 6 weeks, no already sign your way, no EBBA. Rating submission. After that, obey read actually, does it really matter here? Is it very important? Does it have any effect on the judgment? That is the question we need to ask. Say a man touching 6 weeks. The question is, so 6 weeks there, the man no. Oh yeah, what is the end game? The end game is obey written statement or written submission or written address, whatever. And that is his opinion. Now at this point, does it really matter to the judgment? Does it really matter? Will it change anything? What did the judge now or case now about written addresses or submissions? Written addresses or submissions, does it really matter at this point? Now, before we continue with this 6 weeks, Wontumi lawyer attaching the strategy they are playing to delay the case, not for the case to even be judged this year, let's step back a little bit. Now, Mokai say case in the question BBC, and these are some of the abuses I'm about to show you. Make sure case in the question, senior chairman Wontumi appear could be abusing court, for some reason, the court actually did what? The court allowed it to go on. And I'm not saying the court allowed it to go on in a bad way. The court basically felt Chairman Wontumi needed all the time to make his case. But court now allowed that, What Chairman Wontumi and lawyer Apia Kubi ABC Atachia did, and they said they abused it. Omo making sure say, sa chance na court dia mom no, omo be say no, omo de be good court no ho fi, omo de be chere say court no mumbu no. Now let's step back a little bit. This is a court proceedings. Nya abotrenity me. Now proceedings we know, and this is what happened in court. It happened around the 3rd of June, all the way 3rd June. Satana case no koso. Now, you see this document, it's public document, and media a court. You can go to court tomorrow, they'll give you all the documents. We can also publish this tomorrow. This is not Kevin Taylor's document, and this is a document anybody can have access to, a court document. Now, on the 3rd of June, I said Miss your court. That is how Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyer Apia could be abuse the court, and so the Atachia wants to do that from tomorrow. Now, that's 2 p.m. Date tonight, 3rd of June, and so accused persons A1 presents and present A3. Sorry, presents and represent A3. Now, the counsel, Dr. Justice Srimsai, or the Deputy Attorney General. Basically, he was also the lawyer for Ghana. Let's make it simple. Now, so we study should they see a timer na case in the course and see how Apia Kubi what he did in court. Any judge be only abutre, any court be they don't want to even listen to Chairman Wontumi Anka Apia Kubi that time ni no anka ka ushebu pa nanke this case do this point. But all these things, Chairman Wontumi and the lawyers, they never spoke about it. All the things they did against the court, all the deliberate action they took, no one say it was going to delay the case. The judge still had that had to accommodate. Omo ya nyoma kodu point bia judge bia se bi one person be Chairman Wontumi ade timu odin opese oye quick no o judge asam no anka se bi obegina sa adwoma ne su nyina ajudge asam no but judge ni nya abotre o wiase nyina ama Chairman Wontumi Emma Apia Kubi ene Chairman Wontumi mo disrespected court no on several occasions, but the judge still believes say it was a Chairman Wontumi enya fair hearing. Fair trial is very important because he is just an accused or yet somebody who has done it so far as we speak. But so when you are now come back into court proceedings, now share idea Apia Kubi deliberately on your court. Na judge na ko say the bufu. Now I say no. This is too much disrespect. Eya de nimtia no doso. Just say we are lawyer penyin a wudi Chairman Wontumi enim but dia wo ye no I say we need da ho na opese ugu court enimtia na wudi di Ghana for the atem. But what happened was that judge, did not do anything. And when I said did not do anything, the judge could have stopped the case there and said, hey, Muni BBI, the way you are disrespecting the court, and I want to go ahead and write my judgment. But the court accommodated them. The judge sat and did not even react until at a point, Judge Rika said, no. The abuse is too much. You see, to the point, after Judge Rika said, this is becoming like a strategy of Apia Kubini Chema Wontumi. And to the judge at a point, in court, the judge made it clear to them, said, no, the disrespect to the court, the disrespect to me, the disrespect to Obiano, deliberately a counsel and as a lawyer, deliberately changing things even in court. Case management or to be back court, no assistant BBR, all of these things, Judge can say, you know, what Sha would say, appear kubino or a lawyer be I just say on cano correct. I just say oh delay case, no, because the technical judge will be or bias. Now Junior the cell, pursue jelly chairman won't to me, and case in can do her. But this judge feels to say, Chairman Wontumi needs to be heard. Chairman Wontumi, the witnesses are supposed to come. Chairman Wontumi, whatever is provided, we need to. But it got to a point you could see, say, Chairman Wontumi appear kubi. They were deliberate in their actions. They wanted to abuse the court. Per se, almost say case, you know. And I'm doing this and I say that is the same 442 formation. And at the end, attaching a pick free. They just want to delay the court. They don't want the judgment to happen. Into a china attaching also called court or compare 6 weeks. On family study documents. Abra case near Kenwe. Now, my mention you see what court and why attaching to me. Respectfully to the court, without the respect to the judge, I believe Atacha is not even supposed to be heard tomorrow. That is what I believe, myself and my team. I believe, say, the disrespect from Chairman Wontumi Council 1, Council 2, no, it is too much. And the same strategy, the same thing Atacha, and I believe, say, the court is not supposed to tolerate this. Now, Hadia, you see, when you read on the 3rd June proceedings, you ask yourself, say, but why was the court allowing this? Now, Mami Ridi Adewincho, this is what happened in court on the 3rd of June. Oh, sorry. On the 5th, right? Yeah. So, on the 3rd of June, Omoko court no ade esi any. So, on the 3rd, almost on the 5th. But the judge had to address adibia appear kubini chairman Wontumi ye. Ababe pie attaching so attaching is doing same. And that is the most dangerous part in this case. Now, Hadia, let's take our time and go through what actually happened in court. And these are some of the things that attaching is asking for. And these are things that are documents that he can even go to Apia Kubi and demand. But because he wants to delay the court, he wants to abuse the court, you know, that's why they are doing this. But make sure, before Ochina Omako Court. Now, on the 5th of May, 2026, this is 5th May, near June crowd. Now, they see a court. The accused person filed 2 witness statements out of the 5 witnesses they listed. Now, on the 6th May, 2026, the accused person filed another witness statement, making 3 in number. They, however, informed the court of their intentions of filing 2 witness statements in addition. The court conducted CMC on the 3 witness statements and proceeded with the trial with the anticipation that the 2 witnesses, the other 2 witness statements will be filed by the accused person before the end of cross-examination of the other 3 witnesses. So, I'm file witness cases, witnesses. Say, Sanipa we and your call case management, you know, your person omoba. So on the 6th, the accused person filed another witness statement. Remember, on the 5th, you know, the accused person filed 2 witness statements. Now, out of the 5 witnesses they listed, inti now or say or nipa or witness statement 5 Sibu wa file. Now, what happened is on the 6th, you know, even though on the 5th, you know, okay, I say 5, you know, on the 6th, you know, a buy, you know, afi or say they can only file only 2. But during the CMC, that's the case management, you know, they said they were going to file 5. Omobedru court on the 6th, you know, almost they are going to use only 2. Now means 3 now also on file, you know, famba. That's fine. The court allowed them, and then you can see say. It was a deliberate thing they were doing. Oh, you didn't 5 November. Omuni be from our bad kim. Abeka omanu asem. Ne atoto omanu. No maboa me with a Chairman Wontumi. Afiom could record to pena dani. Oh, you didn't pen a bande. abra bodin kan aye case management judge atia say oh nipa num na bia and ombeba nipa num na ya file ya be free we and the ochane afre we no what they do they say omokoye sa meeting wie no mudru court pe na apia kubi we change bibia instead of 5 statements no was adani 2 and adani 3. And this is what transpired on the 5th on the 6th of May. Now don't worry, however, at the end of the cross-examination of the 3 witnesses, the accused person had not filed any additional witness statement. Go ahead still. And then they did what? They cross-examined the 3 witnesses from Chairman Wontumi. Now the funny thing is, time cross-examining of the 3 witnesses, no, the accused, Apia Kubi, they had still not filed witness statements of the other witnesses. Now, the court cautioned the accused persons and gave them 7 days to file additional witness statements if they are so minded. Inti ema court bufuye, judge ni bufuye. Eno ka say Apia Kubi. Sa ankofo ya wo se omo ba be witnesses amache ma Wontumi. Miami ba be won yomo say omo empe omo asem a omo mbra no be file omo statement because on paper the CMC case management no e kire say e also be file na yetumi ko enimo case no. Inti ma judge bufuye o court. Eno ka say de mo ye no nyanse bi enim yekọ case ni nyina ho adwuma behind the scenes say nipa dodo say na ebe kasa we na beto yebeduru pe na wo Apia Kubi ne Chairman Wontumi enkofo wo so mbe kasa no na sebio yehu bebi omnam omo statement so omo famba enti how are we moving forward and all this the judge had the patience to listen. So at the point the judge said no, I need to send a caution to omo jatum so mba witnesses for Chairman Wontumi. Now this is what happened on the 25th of May. So from the 6th, the 25th of May, something happened. On the 25th of May, 2026, the accused persons filed a 4th witness statement in the name of Honorable Kobna Ochredaku Mensah. The court conducted CMC on this witness statement and proceeded and adopted the evidence in chief of the witness. Cross-examination commenced. The mouth of the witness was sealed and matter adjourned for continuation of cross-examination. Right now, naka witnesses mienu Chairman Wontumi Apia Kubi be file. So judge ni ma sa caution no. A mu se judge ni bu fuba no. Eno omde ba ko ba so ye de ba ko aba. Na ba ko na ye Kobi Ochredako, the former Western Regional the minister. Akwana de nise petuo no. Jimi no numi no. So when the guy came to court, they see and they say, Apia Kubi mo making sure say won kasa. Cross-examination you better to a witness no. Apia Kubi any Chairman Wontumi buy no. Almost so effort strategy be say witness no. And he say obi na no kasa. Almost silina no. Almost person obe answer to anything. And that day no. Yentumi ndi jume bia or court. And a court case, you know something. Let's adjourn. Yentu case ni sheda. They use another technicality to prevent the witness from speaking. When they were in court that day, Saturday ni so no, awosanka Kobi Ochredako Attorney General in Samano no, ono so to obudi yebusana, ono so person bekasa. Emma waste time Emma Apia Kubi use delay tactics for court. Eka say because of something, me client into me kasa because of Emma Akwano sorry Kofima yentumi antena case so. Emma judge ni sa to case ni sheda because the time not time na court. And remember, from the 5th of May, judge need to make nyadian abutre for all these things. From the 5th of May to the 25th of May, no, anka witnesses ni nyina anka cross-examine but Apia Kubi deliberately or making sure say court no schedule no or best schedule no because he wanted to delay the case. He never wanted the case to end. And these are some of the things they did in court and the ABPH attaching so picky from here. So I had to say a baton. We eko kakra no da koma we now we be delay. So it's a delay strategy. Now the same court, I'm sure their course is here. They see any before continuation of cross-examination, counsel for the accused, that is Apia Kubi, person informed the court that, let me take this, before continuation of cross-examination, counsel for the accused person informed the court they had filed a supplementary witness statement in respect of the same witness. In terms of our court to be, I feel that Apia Kubi catch the court to say, Kobi Ochredako. or the statement I had tuma yebebusebusa na no asem no appear could be say was file another statement akasa statement no ho until say yebeje sa statement na tumu no sa eye kobi ochira ko ntumi nkasa. But remember answer na witness babet na adakem na ebusebusa na no nsem no ye free be CMC judge no on it 2 lawyers no ehia behind the scenes no mo nyina age eye questions ebe bubusa nipa no atum ye wi a na ye de ama eye court no eno na ye dru court e bedi hu nkomo. Now what appear could be did and say statement na eye kobi ochidako edin kan arrender attended in say eno na eye the witness statement attorney general ebe hwe so to na no ade chi bi no metena court appear could be catch the court say ne witness no esa another statement bi a or person de saka the statement no meaning sa first statement na da ho no yentumi ndi ho adwuma yensan ko biem ne enko another CMC case management behind the scenes. Now, first supplementary statement and some kind of the witness statement, meaning it's a clear strategy to delay the court. And all this while, na judge, won't show any anger. The judge was still accommodating Apia Kubi. Kobi Ochirakuba first time, almost Selina no Mama Nankasa, Apia Kubi make excuses. Ade chibero matnasia apia kubi catch record say oh me witness no na one sem bi kan rem po afinti esade be ka ho na eno no because court engine to munti they are not going to allow a cross examination omo pese court ne gin supplementary edien na asam ne saka ho ansa na yato aso meaning the delay tactics is in force. They just don't want the case to move forward. Me show the delay o ma ya bedru na o ma abuse court na and the court should not allow Atachia to even make a statement in court. The judge or the court should not even entertain Atachia because Adia appear could be a year from day one. That is what Atachia is continuing, and it also opens 6 weeks, And when you give him 6 weeks, you ask for another 10 weeks. Now, Mamichiro abuses Nibi. Now, so when this happened, now the judge started getting frustrated. The judge started getting angry because it looks like say the taxpayers' money no say sanko for person say no. Every single minute we are judge we are basically paying the judge. Every minute we are general court, we are basically paying them. So the judge is like, you know what, the taxpayer, we cannot waste their money like that. We need to basically move on, do the thing. I said, "Debiano, I appear to be chairman Wontumi ba witness cra witness about na document ya printed document obianum so we dey busa question or say witness so akai bibi inti esi no yentumi nkasa nde yemfa nkoka ho ansa na witness na kasa." Now the judge something happened. Now, notwithstanding his so this is what happened. Notwithstanding this irregularity, the courts obliged and conducted CMC on the supplementary witness statement and proceeded with the trial. Inti appear could be by and so yes, I was statement be a yakobi ochida kwasa account and agree into a account and I consider no problem. Say mo per se supplementary e no de kan ho a court tina court mo gitu no so mo san fan ka ho. Because we cannot make this thing delay the case. Yet to me, must have supplementary statement we end delay case. Into the judge was patient, and the judge said, "You know what? We whatever you want to do, we will accommodate you." So the judge accommodated the appear could be guy again, and also and the judge allowed that to happen 3 times. These people have abused the court. The judge did not say anything. The judge wanted the case to flow. The judge did not want to be seen as biased. Judge Bia said, he or she would not even entertain this nonsense. He would just move or she would just move. But this judge took her time or his time to be taking all this nonsense from Apia Kubi and the chairman Wontumi. Now, I'm sure they see it. Now, the judge decided to speak after all these things. Now the judge decided to speak because now I feel it too much. Oh, who said some to me 1 week I cannot. Now we are spending 3 weeks or a month on it. Witness a bit to me across examining in a day. No, we are spending 2 weeks on one witness. So the judge started getting frustrated. Said no, I didn't know and I said more abuse court. And I say, Mashallah, person will say, delay Ghana. So the judge says something. I'll say, I have painstakingly gone through the trajectory and conduct of case management conference in this trial, mainly because my attention has been drawn to a witness statement filed on the 28th of May 2026 in the name of Honorable Evans Adai, who intends to give evidence for and on behalf of A1 and A3. Also, when you would say at Nasi, Akinkan Case Management Conference, that is CMC, meeting on behind the scenes and Sani Abakota Bekasano, I will be adding document, bet the judge, so when you be some no. Also, when you would say, a study akọ back akọ check a case management conference or no accused any the prosecution omo nyina tena say and when we say one witness a friend no Honorable Evans Adai or no na eba bema de evidence obema obe yebetutu no emana de evidence aba be defend chairman Wontumi and the third witness no or say the name on this witness statement is not one of the names listed in the list of names of witness filed by the accused person. Judge say but enda yeba court no yenim said there are 5 accused people the 5 witnesses are omo ba be den ye ba cross examine omo. In fact 3 ya cross examine omo wi aka 2 but o see ye ba court no afemi hwen krate ma papa ye friend no de Evans Adai no ni dinim. He is one of the people so I also who accused a lawyer and I say who appear could be. You need to make sure he is available. Why say what sabete say nipa we ba be kasa amache ba Wontumi but you be do court in no sa edin what is going on judge say na appear could be die adwuma na wo ye ne sa no because nipa o say obeba betena say me atoto na no ama be protect a defend chairman Wontumi no list ma hwemu nyina menya abotra ko CMC, that is the case management conference mako study names are listed breye say eno sankofo we na wo be frɛ omo e de omo betena dakem ema omo se be yatoto omo no a omo defend chairman Wontumi but me do court ya no sa brantie ni dinim die enti na wo ye sa. The judge started getting furious. Because now it say appear could be any chairman Wontumi no omo ya madwene say omo person abuse omo good court na nimfi omo person case ni because omo dada court no